Much like many of the Spurs players of the late 40s and early 50s, Terry Dyson began life in the army, but it would still be easy enough to spot the tricky winger.
I was stationed at Woolwich, and I played, evidently the Tottenham scouts saw me when we played against the Guards. I scored 5 goals in this particular game. They asked me to come down here for a trial.
He was a good little worker, Terry, and he fitted in with the team well, and he did a lot of graft, you know, and I think he was a good little worker.
Everyone had wingers, and you know, I was quite quick and crossed a good ball and scored goals. So that's a good recipe, I suppose, for success.
And success is exactly what Spurs achieved, in no small part to Terry Dyson and his match-winning performances.
Back it goes, and it's a goal! 2-0 up. The diminutive little Dyson, who'd gone onto the right wing.
I think the favourite one was, I mean, obviously the cup final. I missed one, a sitter earlier, which keeps cropping up. And but I scored, and that was how I felt at that time when it went in. I thought I was jogging back. I thought, I've done something which all kids think about.
In comes Dyson, he scored! An elusive double now appears to have been done.
And then the best one, I think, was the one in Rotterdam.
This is Dyson.
And I was going on, and they kept backing away, and I couldn't see the keeper.
Smith moving up on the right wing, he's cutting in, he's calling for the ball.
I just hit it, and it flew right in the top corner.
But Dyson's got another! He's got another with 3 minutes to go.
That was probably one of the best goals I've scored.
Just let Dyson breathe so he can be there at the presentation.
Because that night he scored 2 of the goals, and he had possibly his best ever game for Tottenham, and he always reminded us of that afterwards. He would always say to us, if anybody would have a little go at him about something, he'd say, hey, remember Rotterdam. And that was his night, and that was our night. We were fantastic that night.
Throw up to Dyson. Oh, what a mistake by the goalkeeper, who's played so well.
An integral part of the push and run side of the early 50s, Eddie Bailey forged great partnerships both in defence and attack.
Bailey was what he was known as the cheeky chappie, and he was. Always positive, didn't like to go sideways. If he got the ball, his pass, if he was going to make one, would be forward. If he could go on a dribbling maze, he would also do that. He might look up to see if he could see where Les Medley was, and if he was on his wing. I mean, they made a good partnership, but Les might well have gone AWOL at the time and turned up in a totally different place.
Eddie Bailey was very, very important in that team. He was the one who moved the ball so quickly. He was a quicksilver player at inside left, and he had a great wing partnership with Les Medley, who played for England at outside left. Bailey was a quicksilver player who thought very fast, moved the ball very fast. He was perfect for a push and run team.
Eddie Bailey was perhaps the best first-time passer of a ball that I've seen in the game. And of course, first-time passing of the ball is another essential, you know, to a push and run team.
But Bailey was a major star, you know, and he played for England a good many times. He's an East End boy again who played for the Finchley nursery.
He moved in 1955, but his career was mainly spent at Spurs, playing over 300 games for the Lily Whites and getting his fair share of goals along the way.
There was no question about Spurs' superiority, and just to underline it, they scored yet a third time through Bailey.
I don't know whether my memory is playing tricks on me, but I have a feeling that Eddie Bailey might have been the first player to really enjoy the celebration of the goal. Because certainly at the time in the 50s, it wasn't quite the done thing. It was, you know, well done for scoring a goal. People didn't sort of run to the crowd or that sort of thing. But I seem to remember Eddie Bailey always sort of had his arm up and enjoyed a celebration of a goal.
Once his playing career was over, Bailey returned to Spurs to work alongside the great Bill Nicholson.
Sometimes quite sparky. If there was criticism flying around, he would come in with his 2 pennyworth and try to sort of end the conversation or put somebody away. But he had a good sense of humour. was a little bit the same. I don't think his character changed that much in going into management. Same might be said of Bill Nick, actually.